everyone, so today I am here to do the book buying tag. This was a tag going around a couple months ago, like a while ago, but I figured it sounded pretty fun, I liked the questions, it was unique and everything, so I figured I would do it for you guys. So jumping right on in, the first question is, where do you buy your books? Mostly I buy my books online because I have Amazon Prime, so I can put in an order and get it 2 days later, which is wonderful. But also I literally do not have bookstores around me. I have a book swap that I go to sometimes, but obviously they don't have all new books. And we have a cafe in my town that sells books, but again, it's not very many. So I mostly shop online on Amazon Prime as well as Thrift Books, which is kind of like Book Outlet, but better. I always find books on there that I have been looking for ages, and they're way cheaper than Book Outlet. If you are a bargain hunter like I am and don't like spending a lot of money on books but read a lot, I highly suggest Thrift Books. It is wonderful. Also, if you're ever thinking, should I get Amazon Prime? Do it because it will be the best decision of your life. Number 2 is, do you pre-order books? Yes, I will pre-order books that are on my most anticipated book, like wish list kind of thing, because I usually kind of make an order at the end of the month with pre-orders and stuff for the upcoming month, so I don't have to worry about it and stuff. I always pre-order on Amazon, and I know some people complain about Amazon, but every single time I have gotten the book on release date, and when I walk in the door and I see my box, I get it, I open it, and I start the book right away, so Amazon has been wonderful for pre-ordering. Number 3 is, how many books do you buy a month? This is a hard one because some months I will buy, 1, 2, maybe 3, and other months I will literally buy 15. It depends on my reading and my reading mood at the time, because if I'm not reading a lot, I usually don't buy a lot, because I try to buy as much as I'm reading, kind of thing. So it's between 3 and 15 books a month, but I am aiming to buy 5 or 6 a month. Number 4 is, do you use your library? I used to use my library all the time. That's where I got the majority of my books, except for series that I liked as a kid I would buy, but I don't really anymore. I use it a lot for manga and comic books, because I don't love buying those just because they're so fast to read. I only buy them when the opportunity arises, but I do use it for manga and comic books, but not that much for actual reading. Number 5, how many books do you borrow at a time? Because I borrow comic books and manga, usually if I'm in the middle of a series, I'll literally just check out the entire thing if I'm allowed to, but yeah, I check out quite a few at a time. I will try to check out the whole series. If not, I'll check out as many as I can. Number 6 is, what is your opinion on library books? I don't really understand this question because I've never had a problem with library books. I really don't know what kind of problems you would have with them. So I love them. They're great. They're books. If you don't have money and want to read, you can go to a library and get their books. I don't see what a problem would be with library books, so I don't have a problem with them. Number 7 is, how do you feel about secondhand bookshops and thrift shops? Like I just said, I mostly get books from thrift stores and thrift books online and Amazon. Even when I do order on Prime, I do go to the cheapest option, and usually they are used. I have no problem with used books. Honest to God, probably 95% of the books on my shelf are used. I only ever get a book brand new if it's an anticipated release of a book that I've been waiting for. Other than that, I will always buy it used if there is an option. Number 8 is, do you keep your TBR pile separate from your read books or all together? I keep all my books together. I don't like separating series, and also my TBR is so small, there's not really any need for a whole shelf by itself. I do like the idea, though, of being able to see exactly how many books you have to read, so I kind of like the idea, but I've never done it. Number 9 is, do you plan on reading all of the books that you own? Yes, of course I do. I'm a huge unhauler. I get rid of books that I don't like or don't want to read, so books that are on my shelf I have either read or I plan on reading in within a short amount of time because my TBR pile is so small. Number 10 is what do you do with books that you feel you will never read or books you did not enjoy? I give them to my book swap. I do not have enough space to be keeping books that I did not like or do not plan on reading because I am already overflowing and I have an overflow shelf that is overflowing. I need another bookshelf. So I just get rid of them. I have no problem with getting rid of them, especially because it does support my local book swap, who I would love to keep in business, so I love giving them books to help them out. Number 11 is have you donated books? And obviously I have. Number 12 is have you ever been on a book buying ban? Yes, I have been on 2 this past February and then the February before that. I have been on book buying bans and I honestly do think that they really help. It really encourages me to read the books that I already have, and it usually gets a huge dent out of my TBR pile and really helps me read books that I already own. And number 13 is do you feel that you buy too many books? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I get very stressed out and go, oh my god, like why did I just place that order? Like a couple of days ago I ordered books off of Thrift Books and I kind of just sat there for a second going, why did I just do that? But also sometimes I don't really think so because I read so fast. I read so quickly that I run out of things to read so fast. So I try to keep my TBR pile in a big enough sense that I have options and I have enough things to read. So I guess for a person, if they were buying the same amount of books as me but reading at a slower rate, it might seem a bit much. But with how fast I read, I don't feel like I buy too many because I'm just basically keeping up with myself. So anyways, those were all of the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. Leave your comments below about any of your book buying habits or anything like that. And I love you all and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!